Oh,
and they work good too.
We've used this thing for, we put a black pad on and we strip wax. We spray buff wax. It does everything. It does everything that a big machine does, but it don't weigh a whole lot of weight, so you can easily get it around. And I mean, you can move it all over the place quite easily, so it's maneuverable.
Now, at the time of this video, which of course was made probably at least a month before you see it.
Let me flip the bonnet.
At the time of this video, you could buy these off Amazon. They were selling for like $289, and they were $360 forever and ever, and now they're $289, and they've been that way for a few months. But the price does fluctuate.
It varies.
But it's still cheaper than you're going to find a standard buffer, unless you buy a real cheap Chinese-made buffer, and you don't really want to put your money into those. These are good machines, and they'll last. If you use them constantly, you may get 2 years out of one. You may get more. Just depends, but they are going to wear out.
There's people who get 4, 5, 6 years. There's people who get a year. It just depends on how unlucky you get. If you plug into a bad electrical,
yeah, you can burn the motor out.
You can have anything happen. But yeah,
our first one we had, it accidentally got knocked down the stairs.
Yeah.
And although you couldn't really tell anything was wrong with it first, when you turn it on, it started shooting smoke out the top of it.
It had something wrong.
And it almost caught on fire. So we decided to hang on to it in case we ever get a chance to take it to a repair facility or something. But they're really inexpensive enough. You can use them for...
You just bought new ones.
Yeah, we used it for 2.5 years. So at a certain point, just throw it away and get a new one.
If you can buy one of these for $400 and you can make, $70,000, $80,000, just buy another one every so often. I mean, it's not difficult.
Yeah, treat yourself to something new once in a while.
Sure.
Now, the bonnets last a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But we have ruined bonnets before. We had one that blew apart on us one time because we'd used it for about 100 apartments. And they finally will fall apart.
Eventually.
And then we had one ruined because we cleaned the carpet for a guy that was he was a scrounger, and he was always taking wires apart in his house to sell the copper. And his carpet was completely full of copper strands. And by the time we got done doing his apartment, the bonnet was ruined. It was completely full of copper strands, and you couldn't even touch it without poking holes in your hand and everything, and it wasn't worth trying to fix it.
No.
But generally, if you're careful with them, you can make them last a long time.
They last about 80 to 100 apartments, something like that. They last a long time. And we get the ones from Oreck. We don't get expensive cotton ones. People say you need them, but you don't. You can get these and do everything you can do with any other bonnet.
Yeah, and the Oreck bonnets work pretty good, and you can get more aggressive bonnets with the green scrubber stripes and stuff on them, but you also got to remember, with these little machines, if you put too much of a pad on there that scrubs real hard, you're putting a lot more wear on your motor.
Well, I've heard both sides of it. I heard someone else say that if the harder you make it work, the better it is on the longevity of the brushes in the motor too. So, you get anything you want, but this is how we do it, and we use the cheapest bonnets. And we're not saying the machines were out in 2 years. We don't know. They may wear out in a year. They may wear out in 2, 5, 6, 7 years.
Well, you see how dirty they get. You'll clean them at first, and eventually you'll decide, forget it.
Well, there's nothing to clean.
Because they just get dirty during use. There's a lot of carbon dust that comes off the motors, and I mean, you can keep them clean if you want to, or you can let them get dirty. It doesn't really seem to affect the lifespan of them if you let them get dirty.
There's not even a cleaning guide with it. There's really no cleaning involved with them. Or don't send you a thing about what to clean and what not to clean. They're basically maintenance free.
See, I thought he had another bonnet.
I do.
Where'd you put it?
It's in that bag.
Oh. No, that's just a little dirt on it.
That's what they look like when they're brand new.
Yeah, that's what they look like when they're new, and they will never look like that after the first job, so you'll never get them perfectly white. Don't bleach them. And don't worry about them being perfectly white. They're
no, don't do that.
They're going to get. But if you buy 2 or 3 bonnets for one of these machines, you should be able to go for a couple of years easily.
Oh yeah, your whole 2 or 3 bonnets, you got.
We have like 10 bonnets because we didn't know how long they'd last, and we use them as. These are great when you put them on your kitchen countertop when you take a hot pan out of the oven. You can set it on this. You can give them to your cat to lay on. There are all sorts of other things. You can play with them like a frisbee.
3 bonnets. You got enough bonnets to last you till you make about $65,000, $70,000 in your business. That's the truth.
Why not say $150,000?
Well, no.
You can make $1 million.
You can make, pretty close to 70,000, 80,000 before you wear out 3 bonnets.
They're very